princess and delivers crucial message to King Charles's most loyal people on his behalf. Earlier today, Princess and her spouse, Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, arrived in the Guernsey bailiwick. While attending a parade to mark the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Guernsey on the waterfront in St. Peter's Port, Princess Anne has delivered a statement on behalf of the king. The 80th anniversary of the liberation of the bailiwick is being commemorated in Guernsey by the king's sister and her husband, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence. The telegram said, "I extend my sincerest greetings on this 80th anniversary of your liberation from enemy occupation to my most devoted citizens of the island of Guernsey. Finding out that people of all ages will remember and celebrate this milestone with an emphasis on the steadily declining number of people who survived the war, whether they were forced to flee to the United Kingdom, remained in occupied Guernsey, or were deported to Europe, piqued my curiosity." He talked positively about his all-too-brief visit to Guernsey with the Queen last summer. The King's speech went on. "As usual, I want to express my gratitude for your unwavering commitment and allegiance, and I'm happy to reiterate the strong bonds that have long existed between the Crown and the bailiwick citizens. I'm still thinking of you and praying for your happiness in the future, as well as the prosperity of your cherished island. Charles R." The Channel Islands were the only area of the British Isles controlled by German forces during World War II from 1940 to 1945. On May 9th, German forces on Guernsey formally signed a surrender declaration, and on May 10th, Sark was freed. It was a windswept morning at Balmoral, where the heather whispered secrets in the breeze and the distant hills stood cloaked in mist. The estate was quieter than usual, its stillness broken only by the soft footsteps of Princess Anne, who walked with purpose toward the main hall. Inside, a discreet gathering of the king's most trusted aides, staff, and regional representatives from across the UK waited in subdued anticipation. They were not politicians, nor nobles of grand title. They were the loyal core, the unseen engine of the monarchy, estate stewards, communications liaisons, personal bodyguards, and regional lords lieutenant. For decades, they had served the crown through change, crisis, and ceremony. But today, they had been summoned with little explanation. At precisely 10 o'clock, Princess Anne entered the room. She wore her military-style coat, navy with brass buttons, a brooch in the shape of a thistle on her lapel. Her face was as composed as ever, marked by a quiet command and years of unwavering duty. She took the podium without introduction. No fanfare, just the crisp rustle of notes in her hand. "Ladies and gentlemen," she began, her voice low but resolute, "I bring you a message on behalf of His Majesty the King." The room hushed. Even the old clock above the fireplace seemed to still its tick.